The Islamic youth subculture is one of the most easily recognisable subcultures in Australia. One of the main features that makes them so recognisable in the community is their dress code and style. Though not all female Muslims choose to wear traditional Islamic clothing, those that do can be seen wearing a hijab, niqab, chador or burqa. When on the beach or at the pools, they will wear a burkini. While not as distinctive as females, Muslim males also have an Islamic dress code. However, while loose shirts and pants are recommended, most Muslim youth dress in the same attire as those from the dominant youth culture. Many Muslim males, when they come of age, will grow an Islamic-style beard. Generally speaking, those from the Islamic youth subculture relate well with those from the dominant Australian culture, with both groups of young people sharing similar interests in music, sport, and movies. Sometimes there is conflict between these groups due to their cultural differences, and some young Muslims feel they have been racially vilified by the dominant Australian culture because of their Islamic ties. Many Muslims feel they have been unfairly judged as potential terrorists due to the actions of a rare few. Young Muslims identify themselves as Muslim Australians. Others identify them as Lebos, Arabs or Musos. There are 604,000 Muslims in Australia, which represents 2.6% of the Australian population. By comparison, Muslims in the target area of Canterbury Bankstown, where I currently do my work placement, number 72,000, equating to 21% of the local population. That is a leading religion within the local area. Within the Muslim youth subculture, 30% have Lebanese ancestry and 18% have Turkish ancestry. The rest is mainly made up of Muslims with backgrounds from Afghanistan, Bosnia-Herzegovina, Pakistan, Indonesia, Iraq, Bangladesh and Iran. Almost 50% of Muslims in Australia are aged under 24 years of age. Although many Muslims in Australia are highly educated, Muslim unemployment is more than twice the national average. Home ownership rates are low amongst Muslim Australians, and many contend with low income levels and high welfare dependency. I have direct professional experience with the young people I approach for this research through my work placement position. As I had already begun working with them for a number of weeks on a program being run by my work placement organisation, I have already gotten to know these young people, so there was already a level of comfort between us and therefore no issues with me approaching them in a culturally competent and safe manner. Yasmin, Chanel, Khalid and Mohammed are all very friendly and were happy to provide information about the youth subculture they belong to. Yasmin and Chanel attend Birrong Girls High School, while both Khalid and Mohammed attend Birrong Boys High School. Yasmin, Chanel, Khalid and Mohammed all attend the Roundabout Youth Centre at Sefton. They have participated in school holiday programs put on by the centre, and they also attend various roller skating events held at the centre. I met the participants through the Homework Help Club that they attend on Monday afternoons, where they receive help and support to complete their homework. These young people present with learning problems and they have fallen behind at school. They attend the Homework Help Club so they can access additional educational support outside of their school environment. Their parents send them to Homework Help as they are unable to assess their children with their schoolwork. Yasmin, Chanel, Khalid and Mohammed do not have a lot of time at home to focus on schoolwork, as much of their home life is dedicated to learning about Islam, which they explained is quite involved and intense. This means that school homework often does not get completed. As these four Muslim young people are all struggling academically, it appears there are gaps within their school system as their learning needs are not being met. While the homework help program is clearly beneficial to them, 90 minutes per week is simply not enough time for them to get through all the work they need to complete for substantial academic improvements to occur. Ideally, for significant progress to be made, they would need 3 to 4 90-minute sessions of homework help per week. Unfortunately, the youth centre does not currently have the resources, funding, or enough volunteers for this to happen. Hopefully, that will change in the not too distant future. The names of the research participants have been changed to protect their privacy, and they do not appear in any of the images used within this presentation.